All right, I'm gonna say call him like Yahweh, by some Yahweh Shai or Howard Kakodash. I just said all praises to the Most High, who people call the Most High, who is the Most High, but whose true name is Yahweh, right? Whose name is Yahweh in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue, in the name of his son Yahweh Shai, who people call Jesus, whose true name is Yahweh Shai. All right. Much respect, biblical love to the elect, the hopefully elect, those being awakened to the true faith and fighting in it and for it. Onward, much respect and biblical love. Onward to you brothers, pushing it, teaching it, living it across 4 corners of the globe. Starting with the brothers here, on to you true brothers at the Great Millstone Church, man. All right, much respect and biblical love. Salutations chiefly to you elder apostles and elder bishops at the Great Millstone Church. So getting into this, uh, many the scriptures tell you many have sinned for a small matter. So don't it's crazy to see how many people stop doing the work, you know, lead the so-called lead the truth, fall out, go do something that's gonna get them jacked up with the Lord, when nothing can nothing makes sense to. Nothing will ever justify or, the exchange. Even if you went and gained the whole goddamn world, man, you know, it would be nothing. It's just crazy to see. Like, this man lost his life, all that power, like Samson, for a fucking heathen woman. The responsibility, the honor that he was given to judge over Israel, and the honor and respect and dignity that he would get from Israel. Samson could have had any Israelite, woman, you know, if he would have just stayed with that. But like the scriptures say, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's just kick it off here. This is Proverbs 6:26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. See that? A whole man is brought to a piece of bread. Basically, he's been brought to nothing. So when you're reading about piece of bread in the scriptures, it's talking about being nothing, right? Small, nothing, barely anything left, basically nothing. And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. This is verse 26 in the NLT. For a prostitute will bring you to poverty. See that? Nothing. Whole estate. That's the spirit, because that's what that's the woman with Samson. It says, but sleeping with another man's wife will cost you your life. All right. So it's certain things that bring you to nothing, man. That'll take you out of here. But see, this the flip. Sirach 27:1. Right? Many have sinned for a small matter. Said many have sinned for a small matter. You sin for what? A piece of bread, man. Right? So let me come back here. Proverbs 28:24. To have respect of persons is not good. Exactly, man. You all favorable and, just damn the idolatrous, whatever, It says to have respect of persons, right, is not good, right? For a piece of bread, that man will transgress. See that? So that small matter is a piece of bread. All right? Something that's nothing. Made to be, but it's made to be everything to certain individuals. But in reality, it was nothing. This is Sirach 27:1. Many have sinned for a small matter. See that? So it's crazy, man. For a piece of bread, a man will transgress. Something that's small. Nothing. But obviously it's made to be like it's something, but in reality it's nothing. That small matter could be your damn, like I said, a goddamn so-called woman. Like I said, Samson, he could have a damn heathen woman. He could have had all, he could have been, runner up to Solomon. You could have dang, motherfuckers trade, forever, like Esau, for a moment. You know, the scriptures talk about that. Let's go there real quick. This is powerful. This is Hebrews 12:16. It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau." See that? Who for one morsel of meat, sold his birthright. Right? This in the NLT. Make sure that no one is immoral or godless like Esau, who traded his birthright as the firstborn son, right, for a single meal. You know that afterward, when he wanted his father's blessing, he was rejected. It was too late for repentance, even though he begged bitter with tears. And some don't realize it till it's over. That thing they made so big, that issue, that feeling, was actually a fucking piece of bread, man. Some shit you throw to pigeons. It was pigeon food, you know? And that's spiritual, because Jake basically, like, I want to say Jake compared to pigeons, but, pigeons synonymous with Israel, turtle doves. And people throw them crumbs of bread all day, and that's all they eat off of, But nonetheless, man, it's people realize that when it's too late, man. So you got to learn this now, because it tell you in Sirach in the 12th chapter, right? You grab that. This is Sirach 12, and jumping to the point. 12, set him not by thee, right? The scripture tell you never trust thy enemy, for like as his rust, like as his iron, like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness, right? Though he humble himself and go crouching, right? Stuff make itself look good, or to come off like it's something, hey, remember it, but yet it's nothing. In reality it's nothing, and it's nothing. Always remember that. Despite how it start to try looking, start going to look or make itself sound like or being made out to be, it's still nothing. It says, man, I could use a great example right now, but it'd be like, for example, like, let's go biblical. Let's just say it biblically, right? People can, like, cow dung, still cow dung, right? Is it? You're not, but the world can take cow dung and be like, you know what? Cow dung is $1 million now. Cow dung is, is this. Like, but no, cow dung is still cow dung at the end of the day, regardless of that. People can make it out to be that. It's still cow dung. You know what I'm saying? It's still, think it don't change that, man. It's still that. So don't get lost in the sauce, man. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and like they said, Esau pissed and tell Jake is Kool-Aid, Woe to him that call evil good and good evil. That say, put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. That's what you doing. This is worth it when it's not. This is something to really acknowledge and make it about and pick over everything when it's not. But you go on and do it as if it is, you're going to be destroyed for it. Like Esau, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching. See that? Yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if he had wiped a looking glass. It's still your enemy. He can bow to you, could do all this. It's still the damn devil, man. It says, and thou shalt know that, hey, man, I want to give you this gift on the. He's still an Edomite. Does it change the fact he's an Edomite? No. Does it change the fact he's still a wicked ass Jake? No. It don't change that, man. He's still, a elite banker. No, man. It don't change that. Oh, is that pig so cute? You think of the pig cute, but it's still a fucking pig. You can't eat it or don't. It's still non-food, no matter how many commercials. It says, and thou, and how long people been eating it. It says, and thou shalt know that his rust had not altogether been wiped away. But this is my point. Set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And this the point. And thou at the last remember my words. See that? Remember my words and be pricked therewith. So now you learn in this lesson, right? Don't go forth and sin for a small matter, man. Don't go and try to make something that's actually little as if it's the world and the world revolve around this and your salvation, is this. This is God. This is what God with, a fucking feeling. That's a small matter, man. Many sin for a small matter. Men go do some off shit, do some wild shit because they feelings. Because, man, she was looking at me though, man. She, you know what I'm saying? She, you know what I'm saying? Or damn, you gonna end up getting the ministry blame because you want to tweak, you want to do some stupid shit. You go steal. Just because, you use it, man, I can see I can steal this shit. But you get paid next week. Something crazy or something. Stupid. Somebody just said, yeah, I'm going to give you $1 million at 5 o'clock, later on today. But you go to the store like at, they tell you that like 10 a.m. You go to the store like 12 in the afternoon or something. And you see something that you like, you thinking like, yeah, man, I'm going to have that. That's going to put me on. But then you see a dude that got 500,000 or something, or $1 million hanging out his back pocket, and this is about to fall out. You could take it. It's right there. Or is it check? Is it a form of check? You can read it or something, and then you take it out of this dang pocket. Like, nah, man, that's a small man. You tripping? That don't make no sense. It's 500,000, man. It's right there though. You know what I'm saying? If I get that could be 1.5. Stupid, dumb, idiotic. Ain't worth it. Many have sinned for a small matter. So you willing to go against God just for some damn some food you used to like? That's abominable. And he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away. Exactly, because it's a small matter, but they make it out to be everything. And then you turn your eyes away from the truth and from reality, and then you end up being destroyed. So if you was to learn this lesson now and go and do that, you gonna play out that Iraq 12, which is the point of getting that. You gonna be pricked there with in the end. All right. So you ain't supposed to be like Esau, man. You give up forever for a moment. Motherfuckers throw away they marriages, relationships, all type of shit for small petty stuff, man. The best brother you ever have, and you damn, stupid, dumb, make no sense. You mad in a moment. I'm gonna make the whole ministry look bad. I'm sick of niggas. I'm sick of Drake. I'm just sick of niggas. Anyway, Proverbs 28 and 21, I'm in here. It says, to have respect of persons is not good. For a piece of bread, right? That man will transgress. See, a piece of bread, man. Woo. So we got to count the cost, man. We got to examine. I don't want to say count the cost. You want to, consider your ways, I should say. All right. I'm going to sell my soul to, be the man now to, ultimately, while knowing the truth, ultimately, damn, I'm a superstar, celebrity now. Ultimately, to, lead the Lord, I ain't really cursing them. I don't really need that no more. And then to be deemed after all that, nothing by the Lord, and be destroyed for it. You know, what a profit of the whole, a man, if he gain the whole world and he lose his own soul. Call on my help, boss. You know, I'm gonna take the damn chip just so we can eat. You know, cause I ain't ate all day today. I'm gonna take the chip, man. Fuck it. Lord, they coming back. You know, I ain't eat. Y'all been, you know, I don't know, man. I'm a dang. I'm finna go get these extra hours from Esau. You know, I know, you know what I'm saying? I should hit the highways right now with the brothers. Or I should, you know, do this video, but man, I'm about this man shit. Esau, he said we getting time and a half, man. Yeah, man. He said we getting time and a half. You know, I'm gonna take less time. You know, I could usually, you know, I'm actually given an option. You know, we can cut your, you know, time down and just double your time. I mean, your hourly pay. You know, or we can move you into this, because we understand, you know, blah blah blah. Or we can move you into this manager position. You know, and we'll put you on salary. But you know, you're gonna be damn always in this mug now. You know. You ain't gonna be able to get no wisdom like that, but you picked that. You know, knowing you need to spend time doing this, you know, at home, getting your family right, getting yourself together first and foremost. But you picked that. That's going off. But you pick it because, you know, you made it out to be something so big, but you end up in transgression, you know, for nothing. That's the stupidest thing you can do. You know, I'm not finna, you know, go destroy myself. It's a damn blizzard. I can't make it. I'm finna go in. I got hella hours, but I don't want to use my hours. You know, the goddamn call off. You know, I'm just gonna go. You know, to get this little nigga make $42 a day or some shit. You know, when the Lord already told you. You know, and you sitting there thinking, you know, the Lord can make a poor man rich on the sudden. But instead of you following the spirit and leaning upon that, like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna chill and have faith, man. I'm cool. I could use the extra $50 or whatever, but I'm good. You know, I ain't gonna trip it. You know, but instead you go do that. Now the Lord ain't gonna do that for you. And then your ass end up flipped over some goddamn where. All right? So, stop playing yourself, man. Call them like, how about me on Shah Shalom.